How good are you at speaking female?
So what's the best thing about having a black wife?
Okay, keep playing. Keep playing and see what happens.
Yo, y'all age like vampires.
So welcome back. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching our last video. We are so excited that we had so many people sign up and so many people that watched the last video. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And it sounds like everybody wants to hear the rest of the Toni Braxton story. So let's get right into it. All right. So sounds like everybody wants to know how it went when you sang on stage with Toni, babe.
Yeah, so as she would say, here's the gotcha. I didn't actually sing on stage with Toni, but there's a reason.
Okay, you know
we're here
what?
to explain.
You know what?
Exactly
Let's just
why.
start from the beginning, shall we? This was my first Toni Braxton concert, so I was super excited. And I actually that day sent, or maybe it was the day before, I sent a Twitter thing to her, basically just posting on Twitter, and I tagged her. It was basically like, oh my God, so excited to come to your concert tonight. We have the backstage passes. I'm so excited. I love you. And she actually responded to my tweet. And actually, yeah, it actually was the same day. And she actually responded to my tweet and said, something like, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy, you're going to have fun. Something like that, right? Generic. But even though it was just generic, I was like, oh my God, Toni Braxton responded to my tweet. Oh my God. So I was already on a high, right?
It's very exciting.
So we go to the concert and we have the meet and greet passes. And we have that before the concert. And they come out and they tell us in line, basically just go in, take your picture. Don't try to talk to her. Don't try to make no communication. Get your picture and get out. Basically is the speech we had. Okay, so we're in line. So he says to me, are we going to take our picture together or do you want one separately? I was like, I want one separately. I want one with her all by myself. So he's like, okay, and he's just like he could take it or leave it, right? Is how he's acting.
Well, and let me interject this. So I'm a Toni Braxton fan. I enjoy Toni Braxton. But I'm much more of a casual fan. So the concerts we go to, we overlap.
I'm the real fan.
She is. We overlap on musical tastes about 80%. We both really love R&B. There's a lot of similarities in our music taste, so it works great. But there's that 20% outlier where I'll drag her to a Billy Joel concert. She'll take me to Beyonce, and we're both cool with those things. But it's not really up our alley. So in the 90s, first couple albums, Unbreak My Heart, I enjoy Toni Braxton. I think she's great. She's beautiful. Big fan. But I haven't followed her music in the last 15, 20 years that closely.
Okay. All right. Enough. So we go in and I go first. And first of all, I am freaking out. She's actually right there. And I'm like, oh my God. I walk in, I do this. And she goes, come on. And so we take our picture. And it's a fine picture, as you can see. I'll put up the picture so you guys can see. And it's a fine picture, right?
It's very cute. You're both beautiful.
Yeah. So then he goes in after me. And when I see his picture.
Well, you didn't see the picture till later.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
It was the next day. I think we got the picture a couple of days later or whatever.
You didn't know what had transpired.
No, I did not. Okay. So let's keep going. Okay, so we take our picture. I don't even know that they was all booed up like that, right? So we go, we sit down. The concert is getting ready to start. She comes out, does a couple of songs. It's awesome. We're probably on the third or fourth row?
No, fourth or fifth, I think.
Fourth or fifth row. Okay. So, so then she says she's going to do a song that she did with Babyface. And she was like, I need a guy to come up here and do this song with me, right?
Like Babyface.
So she basically, we're sitting in the center. So she basically goes, you, albino Babyface. That's what she says, albino Babyface, right? So this girl in front of us thinks she's talking to her husband. So she turns to her husband and she's like, oh, baby, that's you. Let's go. So he's getting ready to get up. So then this is what, no lie. This is what she does. Not you. You. So she leans over the row behind and she's pointing to him. Okay, so in a brief second, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this day can't get any better. She responded to my tweet, and my husband's gonna go up on stage and sing with her, and I got to take a picture with her. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I can leave this world now. I'm so excited, right?
That would have been a great day.
I turn to him and I go, babe, I think she's talking about you. And he goes, no lie. He says, I know she's talking about me. So then that's when I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited, right? And he goes, I'm not going up there. Is that what you said? You go, I don't, he says, I don't know that song. I'm not going up there.
It's
right?
like from 2012, some record she did with Babyface.
So
I've never heard.
He basically is looking at me, and this happened like super quick, but it feels like it's a lifetime, right? That she's waiting on us, right? So I'm like, he says, I don't know that song. I'm not going up there. He's looking at me. And so meanwhile, y'all, she's still pointing like, hello, right? And so she and I lock eyes. I look at her and I go, he ain't gonna do it. And I'm shaking my head, and she's like, and so she kind of makes a face, and then she picks somebody else. But later I ask him, I'm like, why couldn't you just, and just to brief y'all, he has a music degree, and he plays the piano, and he sings. Even if he didn't know that song, he could have just gone up there and done some oohs and ahs, and then just said, you know what, full disclosure, I don't know this song, but my wife would have killed me if I didn't come up here. I think she would have thought that was cute. What do you have to say for yourself?
Are we done filming this segment?
No, we're not.
So, I mean, it was super cool, and yeah, the whole thing about, she prefaces it with like this big like introduction, like, who can come up here and sing this song with me like Babyface?
She didn't say like Babyface. She did not. It doesn't, you don't have to sound like Babyface.
That's what she said. And then that's why she said albino Babyface.
But do you agree you could have gone up there and done some oohs and ahs?
Sorry, did you want me to respond?
And fake?
Did you want me to respond?
I'm asking you a question.
So, at the time, it's like, come sing this song with me that you don't know. First of all, yes, I have a music degree. I was a music major undergrad. I played some piano. I used to play pretty well, played in some bands. I am not a singer. Like,
you sing very well, babe.
That's very flattering. Thank you very much. But I'm not a singer. Nor have I ever been mistaken for one. So, but had I known the song, I probably would have gone up, and it would have been hilarious. But yeah, I kind of had this idea. My initial thought was, I'm going to be wasting her time and the time of everybody in this auditorium, because I'm going to go up there and I'm just going to be like Eminem in 8 Mile, where when he froze up and didn't know any words, because I literally would have known 0 words, and I just would have been like, and yeah, I could have played it off, going up and just what I should have done, and I agree with you. In retrospect, I should have gone up, got a picture, gave her a hug, and said, I don't know this song, I just really wanted to meet you. Should have done that. The song part, I think, would have been weird, because I literally, and I still don't know that song. But it's not like I know the song, but I don't know all the words. I have never heard the song that she was talking about, that she wanted me to sing with her, like Babyface.
Okay, we're done with you.
Go.
So anyway, at this point, I don't know that they had a whole hug-up session in their little picture that they took, right?
It looks deeper than it was. But
so I'm sure she remembered him, right? So tack that on with, even if he didn't know the song, it probably would have been cool, right? I'm just saying.
What about the 8,000 people?
I think they would have thought it was funny that you didn't know it, but that your wife would have killed you if you didn't go up. I think they would have thought that was funny.
No, I think there were ways to handle it. I was focused on the song, and that was what.
Oh my God, guys! So then, it was the next day, and I was like, babe, are you sure you didn't know this song? This is the song. And I played it for her. And I was like, you ain't never heard. That was like even deep in the chorus part, right? I go, none of that sounds familiar. And he was like, mm-mm. I said, ooh-wee. I was like, you didn't know that song, did you?
I did not.
I said, you really didn't know that song?
Yeah, it wasn't, seriously, it wasn't a match. Like, a lot of her stuff, even from the 90s, like, I know it, I can sing to the chorus. I probably don't know all the words to the verse. We weren't even there. it wasn't like she wanted me to sing on "You Making Me High" or on "Break My Heart," like the songs that I know.
So no, he did not sing. But yeah, so then we get the pictures back a couple of days later. I see my picture and I'm like, okay, it looks all right, and just to be clear, in my picture, she's not even trying to look cute. Like, she got her stomach out. She just kind of like, right, and taking a picture with me. Even though she's cute in the picture. I'm just saying she ain't even trying. Ladies, how we do when we take pictures and we suck it in and we lift it up, squeeze your shoulder blades and your chest is out. You know how we do. She wasn't doing none of that. But oh, baby, in his picture.
And I just want to say, for the record, Toni, if you ever see this, I think you look beautiful in her picture.
Anyway, I hope y'all get to see him in another video because he really making it hard right now. But in their picture, no joke, they look like a damn couple.
That picture's pretty hot.
They look like they're a couple, like they've been dating.
Good picture.
Anyway. So, that is the full Toni Braxton story.
Do we need
and
to
so
say anything
now
about
you guys know.
the second time?
Oh, for the second.
I mean,
so the
it's not
second
much
one, yes. So there was a second time that he got to take a picture with her.
I was not invited on stage to
This
sing.
was, what, a year later?
Yeah. But it was
So this was a year later, but the funny part of this is that, so we're on the front row for this one. And there was this sweet couple that we were sitting next to, and they were like, so we were telling them what happened the first time. And they were like, oh my God, that's awesome. That's so great. Do you think she's going to remember you? And I was like, no. We're both like, no, she's not going to remember him. She travels all over the world. She's not going to remember him. This was the picture. What do you think?
I don't know that she remembered me. I mean, but we were a lot more like opportunistically placed. We were almost
True.
right in front.
We were on the front row. That's true. And to be fair, there probably weren't a lot of white guys on the front row. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, much like the SWV front row.
That's a whole different thing. We're not getting into all of that. But
yeah, I probably stick out in the front row or in the near at those shows, perhaps more than she would stick out.
Yeah. But anyway, the point of it all is, if Toni Braxton ever sees this, I love you. I'm the real fan. Just FYI. So next time, invite me on stage to sing. I'll go up on stage and sing.
I really wish you would, because I can maybe hear the end of it.
Anyway, so that's the full story. Thank you so much for watching. Continue to watch. Also, we got your suggestions, some of your suggestions from the last video. You guys were really nice and left comments and left suggestions on topics for us to cover. So if you didn't get to do that on the last video, or if you're new here, welcome. And leave topics that you would like us to cover, and because we want this to be just a dialogue and a discussion, and we want to do topics that you guys are interested in.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to put this in as kind of a little fun thing and to answer everybody's questions about the Toni video.
Yeah.
But make sure you subscribe, and if you notice there's a little bell next to the subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you get notified instantly every time we upload a video.
And keep in mind too, we want to have this be a mix of fun stuff like we did today with the Toni story, but also more topical, more serious stuff. So actually you'll see the next video is going to be a little more serious, a little more serious topic. We'll try to have fun with it.
Yeah.
But we'll be a little silly sometimes and just share some fun pieces of stuff we've been through. But we want to deal with some more topical and important stuff because we do live in the real world also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you so much, and tune in. We're going to be uploading videos every week.
See y'all next time.